All right, guys, what a couple of days. Market is in free fall. I know some of you have been getting crushed during this move down. Some of you have done well.
All right,
And
guys. What a couple of days.
whoa, what
Market
happened here?
is in
1 second.
free fall. I know some of you have been getting crushed during this move down. Some of you have done well. All right, guys. What a couple of
All right, that's better. Okay, so market's been in free fall. Hopefully you guys are doing okay. Those of you who are trade report members should be coming out pretty good through this big down move here. Now, you have to be careful. Those of you who are beginning traders, you're probably experiencing this for the first or second time. When you go through these periods here, traders who don't know what they're doing really tend to lose more on the way down than they do on the way up. And, say you were buying here, you should be ahead, even with this move down. If you've been trading for a year, you should be ahead, just going by what the market has done, because we're still way ahead of, where it came from in this 240 range, and even lower than that, way lower than that. So you shouldn't get wiped out here. And then if you had your market analysis correctly, you should not have even been really hit by this meltdown. So for example, those of us in the trade report, the alerts are actually up 2 or 3% during this period. And I always say when the market is tanking, if you are break even or slightly losing, you're ahead of just about everybody. So essentially, if you're in cash or you've taken a few little losses, that's okay, because a lot of traders are getting crushed. There's some ways to avoid that. Number one, market analysis. We kind of knew this move was coming. We've been talking about this move for the last 2 weeks. Done some free blog posts on it too, where we were concerned about market breadth during this period while we were hitting highs. You can go back to some of my old blog posts on that. Actually, I'll just pull up T2108. It's one indicator we look at. T2108 should have been making highs. This is stocked above their 40-day moving averages. While SPY was way up here, T2108 was going down. This was telling us the market is narrowing and there are concerns in the market. And IWM was already tanking, not tanking, but pulling back when SPY was coming up here. And IWM is broader based, has more stocks, has more of the momentum stocks we like to trade, mid and low cap type stocks. So not that we were predicting that we were going to have a huge meltdown, but we knew to be careful here. Honestly, my expectation was that maybe we pull down to about 285 and then resume trend. Maybe we test the high here, even break down a little bit. I was not predicting this. No one can ever predict this thing, but we knew to be safe. So when all this happened, I was only in one long. I took one long shot in here, and I put on a short with Baidu. We'll talk about that in a second. And I actually flipped it in reverse. Trader report members know that. They got the alert today and went long Baidu. But we came out of this slightly ahead. So, and that's fine. Anything you get profit is fine, but I'm happy to just be break even. So that's a little discussion here on what should be happening as you go through these periods. Trade infrequently. How many times have you gone on Twitter in the past few days and had people calling bounce plays or calling reversals? They're all over the place. And there has been no reversal signal. This was not a reversal signal in here. We talked about this day. We only took one shot on this day, and we pair traded it with a short as well to be safe, because this was not the strongest bounce signal. And now today we were seeing a lot of that. Everyone talking about how the market has to bounce here. And we didn't get strong bounce plays here. SPY to be a strong bounce play would have had to close up here. IWM closed at the lows. The Qs were a little stronger. They closed at the middle of the day. But these are not the bounce signals we need to get in and get aggressive. Now, I did take one shot. I got into Baidu today. And you can see that very different than what the market is showing. It actually showed a very strong, almost bullish engulfing candle here. So I took a shot. I only took one shot. If I lose, big deal. I'm risking about 0.7% here. So very small. If I lose, no big deal. It is not going to hurt me. Just a normal trade. I didn't load up. There were some other stocks I liked. I liked what Facebook did today. It closed green, kind of a piercing pattern. Spotify closed piercing pattern, pretty strong today. And Amazon, was it Amazon? There was another stock I was considering today. Baba was another one, very strong today. But I only took one of them, because I'm concerned about what the market is doing. Now, tomorrow, if the market bounces and we get that signal, then we can start to jump in, but we don't want to be guessing too much. And a lot of traders, they start upping their frequency during this period. Do not do that. You're going to get crushed. And it seems like, okay, I take 3 trades here, I risk 1%, but pretty soon you've taken 10 trades, you're losing on them, and that 1% each trade has turned into 10% of your account, or maybe even more. So be very careful. Take some shots here and there. Keep an eye out on gold. We know gold popped finally today. Look at what JNUG did, and I'm having some internet issues at the moment. But JNUG popped, Nugget popped. But that's what I want you guys to do today. Build your list. And you can see finally Nugget here. Build your list. Get ready for whatever the next move is going to be, but be patient. If you don't get to trade till next week, maybe late next week, that's fine. Wait for the signal. Take a shot here and there. That's what we've been doing. Maybe you win, maybe you lose on it, but it's not going to hurt you. You really want to go into protection mode. And remember, earnings season is coming up. That could help. We'll see how earnings play out next week and the week after. But there will be opportunities, and maybe we slide more. But it's tough to short now with the market very extended. But maybe we slide some more. And at that point, we could start establishing kind of secondary moves as short plays. But right now, it's not a good time to short. So that's basically what we're doing. We're looking for the bounce play. We're looking for a potential second move down. And then once we get the signal, we will trade them aggressively. So be patient. Look for those signals. In SPY, what I would love to see is another move down here and then a strong reversal candle. If not, a close above the 200-day moving average on strength would be good. And we'd be looking for the same types of things around the other indexes as well. Jason here said he bought TNA, which is the Russell. That's right. I was watching that as well. And you know what? Like, I would say don't take it. You don't have a signal here. But if you want to take one shot, that's fine. And it looks like it is bouncing a little after hours. That's blue thing here is my after hours indicator, and it's up at 154.50. If you took one shot and you didn't risk too much, that's fine. But I would wait for a strong signal, maybe crossing this range here at 156. That would set it up. But if you took one, that's fine. EWZ, Brazil has been showing relative strength of late. Pulled back a little today, but it has shown relative strength. Satya, my email address is singjd1@aol.com. That's SINGHJD1@AOL.com. All right, guys. So that's the plan. Be patient. Look for strong signals. We should get some good trading in the next few days here.